Well, this game had a lot of ups and a lot of downs. So, let's jump into this. Hey, what's up everybody? It's Drew, also known as KQ99, and yes, I'm back with another video, and this is my KU review of the KU Iowa State game, in which the Jayhawks fell 52-22 over the Iowa State Cyclones. This game was a little bit of a roller coaster ride, especially towards the end for me. Had a lot of ups and a lot of downs, and had some hope in this team. And I saw a lot of good, saw a lot of bad. So for those of you who do not know, I give positives and negatives about the game. I give players of the game and people who need to improve. So, without further ado, let's get into this. So first off, let's get some positives out of the way. And for the offensive side of the ball, there is kind of some. Passing yards was over 100, which I'm actually kind of glad that happened. Over 167 is the total number. We actually got 15 total first downs. We were perfect on fourth down efficiency, and we only punted the ball 7 times, so I will say that is a plus. Also, penalties. We did well on that. Only 3 of them that were given up, and 25 total yards were given up on those penalties, so that's good. Also, on the defense side of the ball, we did force an interception, thanks to Kenny Logan, who I will talk about later because he had a really good game. Negatives: letting Iowa State run 258 yards, letting them get over 500 yards in the total game, letting them convert on third down, going 7-13. Not letting them punt the ball very often, and also letting them score 52 points was saying something, which is better than what we did last week of giving up 55, but still. Also, another positive I forgot to do is that our 22 points is the second most we've scored all season. That's saying something. But back to the negatives. We turned the ball over too many times. We couldn't convert on third down, which sucked. We couldn't get a very good yards per play. That's 3.6. And our rushing game was terrible. Only 73 yards on the ground for a total of the game at 240. So those things need to be fixed. So my player of the game for the offensive side of the ball, I'm going to give it to Jalen Daniels. 16 of 29 for 165 yards, and he did throw an interception, but he also had 36 yards on the ground and scored a touchdown, so he had 201 all-purpose yards for the Jayhawks. So it basically came from Daniels. Receiving was Kwame Lassiter with 5 catches for 66. Luke Grimm came out of nowhere for me with 4 catches for 53 yards. So props to Luke on that one. The defensive side of the ball, Nick Channel with 8 total tackles in this game, with 4 of them being solo and 4 assisted. Also Ricky Thomas had 7. But Kenny Logan had 3 tackles and 1 interception. That's who I would think would be one of my players of the game on the defensive side of the ball. Also, Dejon Terry had a sack in this game as well. But about Kenny Logan, he did return a 102-yard kickoff return for a touchdown that actually cut the lead a little bit and started the scoring run of 15 unanswered points for the Jayhawks. So, and we cut it to 16 at that point. People who need to improve. I am going to say that Dalton Gardner needs to improve. He needs to get his rushing numbers up. 9 carries for 28 yards. That was just, that's not good. Defensive side of the ball, Corian Harris only had a tackle. Deuce Mayberry had 2 assisted tackles. And then Kyron Johnson only had 2 total tackles in this game, which was 1 solo and 1 assisted. So one of our and granted, we're very under. We didn't have that many bodies, so because of COVID and injuries and COVID and opting out and COVID, mostly COVID. Yeah, we were very shorthanded in this game, and that's how we lost. So, but anyway, those are the people who need to improve, in my opinion. I should say why I'm kind of mad about this, because Matt Campbell, the head coach of Iowa State, I hate you. Because what you did at the end of the game was just ridiculous. You were up 16 with 7:50 to go. All you really needed to do was run the clock. And what do? You decide to just say screw it, and we're just going to run up the score and beat the spread. I was so happy that we were going to beat the spread against Iowa State, and we would have done it 2 times this year. Just beating the spread, I would have been happy. But no, what he did was decide to run up the score and let Iowa State go over the spread by 1. Makes me sick. That's it for the review of the Iowa State KU game. Again, the final score was Iowa State 52 and KU 22. Leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Push that notification bell to tell your friends about these videos. And I should see you for the next KU review, which shouldn't be a good one because it's KU in Norman against the Oklahoma Sooners. So, but until then, have a good day, and as always, never ever bring exotic dancers to the field house. Peace.